That's right.
Barrister Morka,
Yes,
I find
Charles.
it fascinating
That's right.
that you're sitting here making references to the Nigerian constitution. I have the Nigerian constitution right here.
I have it in my head.
Well, okay, I have it physically. I don't have it in my head, but this is the Nigerian constitution. I would like you either to refer to your head or to refer to the book.
Right.
And show me in this constitution where it says that the president can suspend an elected governor, his deputy, and the State House of Assembly that you're talking about. Can you place your hand on your heart as a lawyer and say with utmost unequivocal conviction that the president and the National Assembly followed the letter of the law in the actions they took on this issue of emergency rule in Rivers State?
Charles, first of all,
it's a straightforward question.
And I'm going to answer you
Yeah.
in a straightforward fashion. Charles, I'm a lawyer. And I think I was well trained. I was trained by the best, quite frankly.
Well, you're certainly very articulate.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But whether or not you're
But Charles, see, but the question you asked me,
moving and bending things is another story.
You know, lawyers, all lawyers know that when a dispute arises as to the ramifications of constitutional provisions, the courts ultimately, you must think, even though we're lawyers, we're not in the court, but you must think about what the courts will do. The courts have rules for interpreting the Constitution. Now, the provisions that grant the president this extraordinary powers to declare a state of emergency, in other words, to cause some, massive variation of the norm prescribed by the Constitution, that is an extraordinary power that the president possesses. And the president, not me, not you, is authorized to decide whether or not circumstances warrant the exercise of this, massive authority. In the case of Rivers State, and I hear people compare Rivers with what happened in Borno and in Adamawa and in, I think maybe Yobe. Listen, they are not the same. The language that's in the mouth of every Nigerian is economics. The economics of the Nigerian state. Rivers State is host to a massive system of assets that support Nigeria as a country. When you or anyone...
The question where they asked this man for the past 78 years, this man is driving around. He could not answer it. He's saying get Nigeria constitution for his head. This is Gorimakpa head. He get that for there. Then Mr. Charles Contelan say he get them physically with me here. So now answer my question either from your Gorimakpa head or from the book where they my hand now say where the right hand say president get the power, the right to unseat, to suspend an elected governor with deputy or even the House of Assemblies. This man say I was well trained. That's how it started. As we are now they talk, so for the past 78 years, this man is telling us story. How they take Bonham, how they take come into this life, how they take up the Aso Rock. That is what this man refused to answer the question. Charles not tired, because Charles don't say he not get time. You'll say now very soon. Charles say, okay, thank you. We need to go. Obviously, he could not point at the section inside the book or Igorimakpa head where he did 1999 Constitution as amended, where they say Tinubu or any other president can unseat, suspend an elected governor. This man could not. Meanwhile, since don't start the story now, over 78 years old, I go like make we finish this story. Make we finish, I'm going to say they want to end this show.
Decides to threaten Nigeria's very critical asset that support the existence of our country. That is not to be trifled with.
Would you say that Lagos State is also a fundamental part of that the assets of this country that you would say need to be preserved in the interest of the entire country?
We're not discussing Lagos State.
No, I'm asking, I just asked you.
I will not digress to Lagos. Let's stay focused.
I'm wondering why a curfew could not have been imposed in Rivers State, and as opposed to a state of emergency,
Charles,
and the suspension of the government.
Let me answer that. And let me, no one has said this, but let me say it. Charles, in Rivers State, as I said, for a long period of time, there was no government. Supreme Court confirmed that. Secondly, this governor, even when there were flares of violence, attacks on these installations, this governor said nothing, did nothing. As the chief security officer of the state, he abdicated his responsibility to, really be, and lead from the front and say to his people, irrespective of the politics, we must refrain from, attempting to disrupt the,
I think I recall the governor saying on several occasions that there should not be violence.
He told his boys to be on standby, that at the right time, he will, look, the video is, I can play it for you right now. I can give it to you to play. Maybe you haven't seen it.
Look,
I can send it to you.
I can cite innumerable instances where the other party in this crisis, Minister Nyesom Wike, made threats against the Ijaw people.
Minister Nyesom Wike is not the governor of Rivers State.
The president
he's not the governor of Rivers State.
Yeah, but that is part of the crisis. The president didn't take note of that. No. I can tell you that there were skirmishes at the rally that Mr. Wike held in Rivers State. The president did not take cognizance of that.
Those are
How do you match those against the attempts by the governor to reach out to the state assembly, attempts that were rebuffed at every step by the assembly to the point where they locked the governor out of the building?
Can you spend 1 second to just address, for the purpose of this
answer the previous question,
14 months of locking out the assembly members? Can you spend that? Why are you so fascinated by a governor who came to the assembly 2 days after the Supreme Court judgment, who was compelled, by the way, to finally
for you guys.
Decide that these people exist?
But at least he stuck to the rule of
No,
law.
he didn't.
And that says something about him, doesn't it?
He destroyed democracy in Rivers. He destroyed governance in Rivers. And right now, whatever is playing out, he is the author and the finisher of what you describe as that state of emergency. He called for this. Governor Fubara should be held solely accountable. He's the governor, not Minister Wike, not people in the legislature. Well, he is the sole author and the finisher of the crisis in the River State of Nigeria.
I think many people would disagree.
That would be a free exercise of their opinion.
But I want to say,
my view.
I want to say that as always, it's been a very robust discussion, and I like talking with you because you do make your points, but you don't leap on top of the table or bang your fist on the table, which is brilliant. Felix, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Filix Morka is the national.
All right, my people, make we take her from here. Una see Mocha Foam. They asked Mocha Foam question. He could not answer it. And these tactics have been displayed so many times, not just only Mocha Foam. Many of these satanic politicians that go to Arise, most especially Arise and channels, you know what they do? Because it's not Niger Watch. Niger Watch where we proposed 2 hours. Sometimes we end up 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, because, But on channels and Arise, they are very, very strict with their time. So before the interview will start, I want to let you know how it works. As a journalist, before it starts, if the time you will spend with them is 20 minutes, it's 2 ways. That 20 minutes, either you paid for it or Arise invited you for free to talk on the state of that particular topic. Now, if you are paying, there's a slot they give to you. We were taught all this when we were in university. In case you want to run your media in that way or whatever, there's a slot that we give to you. They have a slot of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, to a maximum of 45 minutes. Anything more than 45 minutes is now categorized as a day program, which they are going to charge you for a day stuff. For example, when Wike Day River State, they carry musician all the time. They commission roads. Now Wike we day, oh Wike we day, they're singing and all that. All those kind of coverage you see from Arise or channels or TVC and all that, they charge Wike for the whole day. So now you can't know if you want to utilize the whole day or not. So let's come back to Morka phone. Morka phone were giving, how many minutes is this? We're giving 30 minutes. And they spent 28 minutes talking from that 30 minutes. Morka phone already know, say, if he continue to drive around, that 28 or 30 minutes will be exhausted. Many of them are doing this. I don't know, maybe henceforth, many of you will pay attention to them on air. When they ask them questions, they delay, they have this kind of satanic delay tactics to destroy the time. And person way do a pass for the whole Nigeria. Many of them are not going to know. Let me see if anybody know the person they do that he pass for the whole Nigeria. Quickly write down only first comment before I go tell you. Politicians will do a pass, where they waste time pass for the whole Nigeria. Can somebody quickly write it on the comment section? Let me see. Nobody will get it though. I'm not sure. Quickly. Madarita don't get it. God bless you, Madarita. It's over. It's over. God bless you, Madarita. You don't talk him. Oshomole na the author of that satanic delay tactics. Oshomole, if you give her 20 minutes, make content talk. That 20 minutes, Oshomole can only deliver something reasonable or significant or important, whatever, maybe 3 minutes from that 20 minutes. The remaining 17 minutes, Oshomole go use and drive past Ogobazowa, Oluku, Amadba. You go, they drive everywhere they go. They drive. The next thing you go, yes, Shehu go say, all right, thank you very much, former governor of Edo State. Thanks for coming. We'll not go see the head and you not go see the tail. It's a delay tactics. They know what they are doing. Now, do you know why the anchors in channels and Arise don't bother pressuring them to answer that particular question? One, they've paid to come speak to deceive the gullible Nigerians on your platform. And you cannot control them how they deliver it as long as they are still within their time. That's why you see, whenever they ask them question, that question, if they cannot answer it, all the anchors on mainstream media are very, very happy to let them go without not answering that question. And this is one of the reasons why they are scared to go to some strict platform like Nigeria Watch. They go to other social media platform, but here, many of them they fear because they know, say, if you don't answer a question, either me or my panelists will throw back that question at you. Whether you like it or not, you will answer it. It's just like our principal, Mr. Peter Obi, go to some platforms. You see, person way supposed to ask Peter Obi question or very vital question. Go they use, maybe they say you have 6 minutes. You go use 5 minutes, 30 seconds for inside Peter Obi, how you take go to the same school with Peter Obi, how you take praise Peter Obi. That's why we are where we are today. Because one, to start with, Peter Obi not send you for your Obasabi. Peter Obi gave himself as a leader that we can trust, make we follow him. And the kind of question that should be thrown to Peter Obi in any kind of platform Peter Obi visit should be strict and direct. Then you go see all these people, they go, they hear themselves there. They hear themselves there. The next thing you go see now is over. You don't go see better 5 minutes collect for their 4 hours or 3 hours, stay with Peter Obi. You don't go see. That is the truth. Many of you might not accept now, but it is the fact. Should we blame Peter Obi for that? No. Now you fair use 5 minutes, 30 seconds when they say may you ask question. Fair they tell Peter Obi, Peter Obi, your date of birth was the same date of birth. I gave birth to my son. Like one woman will come from America one time. My son now started growing, he now started having hair, he now started walking, he now started jumping, he now become almost like Peter Obi. Then I say, Madam, thank you, your time is over, thank you, God bless you. Then you go come out. The next visit now, our principal, whenever I visit any platform again now, make I teach you now, some of you now they listen to me. When I know say Peter Obi, they go on a platform. Because Peter Obi is very, very selective of the kind of platform he goes, but I don't want to address that. But in case he go on a platform, and Nigeria better than me day. Anyway, he go, don't consign me. But I want beg good. The kind of question one I supposed to ask Peter Obi this time, be say, Peter Obi, a lot of Nigerians still believe in you, whether you like it or not. One, if you come out again 2027, if they thief your mandate again, you want to tell us, say, make we nobody will be going to get. God have been so wonderful to me in the past. I'm not just saying go talk that one again, no. Because they don't put chukan for your eye, chukan for my eye, chukan for all of us eye. Peter Obi not use that word again. For God have been so nice to me. People should ask Peter Obi, if they chukan for your eye again, how are you going to fight for your mandate? Simple. Even though Peter Obi can't loyalty it to us, say, no, it's not my duty to fight for mandate. It's Nigerians. They need to take their country back. Okay. I will not say, I will go start to blame ourselves. But that question should be thrown to him. So, let's come back to Morka Foam. Upon the continuous demonstration of satanism by the satanic APC and all the satanic individualisms in that satanic party, do we still have gullible Nigerians that can still fly away with their satanic deception on air? Look at somebody that spent 28 minutes on air, could not answer a very, very significant question that was thrown to him. He could not. He said, I'm a very, very whatever. I was trained. I was this. I was that. Then Charles don't already know, say, this one now, you're the Bala Blue. You know, said before, they blame the anchor. Say, no, you must. Why they know they ask the street question? Why they know they call them back? They say they don't answer the question. I can't notice, say, no, there's some ethics rules on these platforms that you must follow. The only person where they jump out of that ethics and rules might be Rufai. And I believe Rufai was deliberately employed to be doing that. Yes. You know, some people, the way you go employ, you tell them, say, now you go to create Wala for this platform. You're the creator. Your job, as long as you're on the line, they cannot sue us, but create it, you know, in a way, there's no way they can hold you. You go say, yes, sir. They're everywhere. They're everywhere, especially on the mainstream media like this. They have. Yes. So Rufai, they deliberately your employer and say, okay, now you're going to create that one. So Rufai is the only person that can draw you back, say, answer my question, answer it. Stop beating around. Every other anchors, they cannot. So, to the best of my knowledge, Morka Foam no answer any question today. You only come there to deceive some of you that is listening to me right now. Because they're there everywhere. I will not say now your enemy, now they watch you pass. You are joking. Now they watch you pass. Your enemies. They are here, they are listening. So they don't use that one fly now, say yes. And I would like to say this for anybody that will argue with me later on. Before you argue with me, you must show me first for inside the constitution. I get her for here. As Morka Foam say get her for your head, Charles saying get her for your table, me get her for my table here, and I still get her for my computers for here. It's there here, you're there here. You must be able to tell me this session so that we can read it here before you come to argue with me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us. Mother for all Mommy Diaspora, I appreciate you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all that you do. Good evening to you. Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday to every one of you right there. Martina Ombasuye TV, it's good to hear from you after more than 78 years now. We don't finally hear from you today. Wonderful. Thank God for your presence today. Good evening to you. Thank you very much, everyone right there. Mr. Justin, Madam Moderator, Black Panther, and many, many others. A link I'll be posted for those of you that want to join this broadcast. You can start coming in. Although my presentation is not over, I'd like us to start from here. There are some little complaints from concerned Nigerians. Let's take it from here.
We, the people of Kogi Central Senatorial District, hereby resolve to commence the process of recalling Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan from the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This will allow us to choose from among the good heads, the patriotic citizens that we have from Kogi Central Senatorial District. Okay, well.
However, the coalition of youth groups included the North Central Youth Council, the Northern Youth Assembly of Nigeria, and Arewa Youth Union criticized the recall process.
We unanimously condemn in totality the so-called suspension and attempted kangaroo process of recalling our distinguished Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan.
The coalition is asking the leadership of the Senate to...
All right. I just say we can hear that part say they are still doing everything possible to make sure, because that recall, a lot of people have reached out to me, waiting me and all that. One of our elderly mother in America reached out to me, recall and all that. I have to continue to explain that part. You know, recall is when the people that elected you come back again to say, we not elect you again, you're not good, you need to come back. There's a process you need to follow, you know, for that to happen. So they are doing everything possible, and the person who carry the Olaga, who carry the first seat, or will lead this satanic process, they say na Yaya Bello allegedly, to make sure say come up for them, make himself go take the space or the spot to become the next senator of that particular constituency. So the process is still going on, but they didn't end there. On the video that I played earlier on, where Natasha cried out now that they are even planning now to take her life, in, you know, just end them, make it end. So the particular word where they use say nothing will happen if she buy nothing, just squeeze them, strangle her, you know, strangle, nothing will happen. And do you know the truth? Nothing will happen. Although Natasha said if anything happened to her before the court will take a step or whatever, the people will go after Yaya Bello. On that, Senator Natasha Akpoti, I hope nothing happened to you. God forbid, may anything not happen to you. But my madam, my sister, I will call you, my madam, I will call you. Nigerians are cowards. They go talk for only maybe maximum 7 days. Mama, they go forget you. I promise you that. They are cowards. So don't believe, say these people go fight for you. Their life, they never fight for you. None of them against street say nothing go happen. You say if you don't buy, say they may they fight for you. No. I rebuke that. I rebuke that statement when you make. I rebuke. And when I hear it today, I say no. So not a better statement from you, madam. Most Nigerians, 99.9% of Nigerians are cowards, both home and in abroad. They are cowards. 99.9%. They are cowards. I'm telling you. Somebody called me the other day telling me that how can you be in Nigeria? They do what you they do and all that, blah, 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 blah. And I ask and say, okay, where you say make I day? Might go Ghana, might from there they talk. Where? How? Because that's the cowardice that we have practiced. All of us don't jackpot finish come on for Nigeria. We don't jackpot. Yes, Nigeria go better one day, but all of us they our comfort zone. They say Nigeria go better one day. We are not going anywhere. Why the ones who are there here now they are focusing and they're putting themselves, you know, in Anyway, my people, what do I know? But I'd like us to move on.